Welcome back to a video here on the second channel. We have some more Hytale news. If you're not aware, I'm going to be covering Hytale on this channel. And if you didn't catch the video from a few days ago, all of these blog posts you see down the side here, I covered them all in one big video. So check out the description box if you want to be caught up to speed on the Hytale game. This is the latest post that we got a day ago, and it is about the Hytale model maker, and this is exciting for the creativity side of the game where people will be able to bring their own ideas into it. So this app is, well, it's going to be an app and it's going to be accessible inside of a browser, is the Hytale custom built model maker for editing assets inside of the game. That means things like this fella who is paused, you should be animating. Why won't you play? There we go. I don't know why that stopped. So that is an asset. It's a creature in the world. It moves, and this program is for editing the model, the shape of it, the textures that appear on that shape, and the animation of its movement, which is fantastic. So first of all, there's a little bit of a story about how it came to be. Some other people were using the same software that Hytale were using, then they came together and turned it into their own app, which is going to be free for everyone to access. As I said, it's going to be an app. I don't know if that will be on Android or iOS, but it'll probably be on Mac and PC, and it'll be accessible through a browser as well. It goes into talking about what it does, and as I said, you'll be able to edit the game's assets. You'll be able to create your own. You'll be able to edit ones that already exist, and their aim is to make this thing low entry, so like more people will be able to access it and get it into it. It will still be powerful, but it won't be like a high-end program. And I've got to say, from my experience with a little bit of Photoshop, similar sorts of programs, video editing, I do think that this looks relatively easy to get into, but you need to be the sort of person that can look at these sorts of programs and kind of understand what the idea is. Now, the system for creating models is going to be cuboid based. This means you put in a block, a square, and then you can manipulate its planes. So you're seeing here that shapes are being dragged, rotated in different directions to create the shape of a sword, which is a really fantastic system. And the interface might look a little bit daunting here, but I can talk about that more in a moment. I mean, this is actually pretty reasonable, but I've had experience with these sorts of programs, so I kind of understand what I'm looking at, and I think there's going to be a lot of young people drawn to this game, and I hope these tools are going to be good enough for them to be able to get drawn in. So this one right here, we're looking at the animation. We just looked at model creation, now we're looking at animating, and to me this makes a lot of sense because I've done a lot with video editing. Down the bottom we have a timeline from left to right. I can see there are different layers which probably represent the different parts of the creature, and then there are like keyframes which you are probably editing and saying between these two keyframes, you know, move this bit from here to there. That all makes sense to me. There's also like a lot of options in the menu, different numbers, values down the side, and I reckon that stuff could look pretty daunting to someone who didn't really have any experience with these sorts of programs. So although it does look relatively easy to get into, that's from someone like myself's perspective. So I hope I hope this works for people, and maybe they'll find ways to make it even friendlier, because I know even this is going to be a little tricky for some people. Then we have a really awesome feature. All of this stuff is modular, which means that things can be interchanged on the fly. What you're seeing here is the textures being changed. So older programs that are maybe clunkier, haven't been built in this way, you might have to save your animation, close it, change the texture, open it back up again. These things can be done on the fly. This is some really powerful tools right here. The next one gets even more exciting. You're going to be able to collaborate on the fly with other people. So this is a video of a real-time collaboration between two people. On the left-hand side we have someone editing the textures. On the right-hand side we have someone doing the animation. Now I don't know if two people can work on the same aspect together, but essentially as the textures are being updated by one person, it's sent immediately to the other one. This is going to allow teams of creators to really work together, and I'm hoping that this philosophy will pass on to other parts of the game, the whole modular, the collaborative side of things. Perhaps if you're editing numbers for values of swords, health, damage, that sort of stuff, maybe these things can be interchanged in a similar way. It really does look absolutely fantastic, and if I didn't mention it already, the app is going to be free, which is really cool because it just gets it in the hands of so many people and allows them to put their creativity into the game. It is exciting. I can't wait to learn more about more of the tools and the game itself, and that's this news video thing done. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think with a comment down below. Do you want to see more Hytale news? Because I am certainly excited about covering this game. Thank you for watching the video. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.